Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome on back. I hope you all are doing well. It's been a little bit. I know we did something on Halloween, but the past week or so has been a little bit up in the air and all around. Because I had to get the gunfire videos out, and then we had Halloween stuff going on, and now I got a puppy. And so today we're going to be testing out what it's like for me to be sitting here in my computer chair, moving around, grooving around, talking to you all, chatting, clicking, and whatnot while we have the puppy. And if anyone out there would want to do the honors, we should have a redeem now for the charming cam. I've got the webcam set up. It's pointed at him. He's laying down on the bed right now. He is in prime camera position. We're ready. We're ready for the debut of the puppy cam. The doggo. The canine camera. There it is. He's all laying down right there. We got the stream avatars over top of it. Hold on. We're gonna move you all right here. There we go. Charming cam. He's got his harness on. What? Why is there an ad break again? What the fuck? What the fuck? We just had an ad, Twitch. What the fuck is wrong with you, Twitch? We literally waited for the ad to be over, open up to my just chatting stream, and then Twitch is like, no. They need another ad within like 20 seconds. Why another ad, Twitch? What? That's so stupid. They're just so... They cannot help but to push as many ads as possible. You run ads, and then 10 seconds later running another ad. I'll wait a couple seconds. There. Welcome back. Sorry, I don't know why. It's not enough for me to... I ran the ad just before we started, so that we would have a little bit of time with no pre-rolls and stuff, since I'm on the starting screen and you're not missing anything. But apparently me going to this screen and having just a few moments to talk was just too much for Bezos, and we had to have another ad run. There we go. We've got the puppy cam. I have it set to last for 30 seconds and refreshes after 35 seconds. We may adjust those settings, the time on it. Aw, he looks all tuckered out. We did go for a WALK. We did do that. I got the window open. A lot of people are doing yard work because it's autumn, so I hear like a lot of leaf blowers and trees are getting chopped down. A little bit of yard work, but I get the feeling that grass is not going to be a problem very soon. But it's beautiful. The past couple days of doing walks, oh, so pretty. So the autumn colors are on full display. Some trees are a bright red, oranges and yellows, with still plenty of them green, and it just looks so nice. So for any of you that didn't see it, we've got tons of pictures and now videos in the Discord in my pet section. Can you pet the shapeshifter? Can we? Let me... Yeah. There we go. Thank you for the head pats. And he's just chilling. Look at this. We're big chilling right now. He's so good. Only problem I got right now is that he's trying to eat trash. We have a covered kitchen trash can, so that's fine. The trash can in my room, I can pick up at night so that when I'm not looking there. Why the extra one? Because I already have something that costs 1,000. We already have... I like having them show up in a set order. I need to redo the colors because some things have gone outside of the thing. I had everything color-coded. And then by setting things at a certain number, I could force them to appear the same way. But that gets all messed up now that I've changed some prices and moved things around. It's been very nice. He moved in. I could tell he's pretty anxious. I think he still misses his mama. But he's adjusting well. He's getting along with Effie. She's given him some head pats and stuff like that, and he's been very cautious. When we met the neighbors, one of the first walks I took him on, the neighbors were unloading some furniture out of their car, and he was excited to look at them, so I asked if it was all right. They said to bring him on over, and when he came over, he jumped up on her, like put his paws up on her chest and tried to give her kisses. Like, oh, that's cute, but you really gotta not do that. That could cause some problems if somebody doesn't want that. But very cute. He's a big cutie. He did try to eat chocolate off the kitchen counter, which obviously not ideal. And in the process of trying to rip out anything that was in his mouth, which thankfully there wasn't anything in his mouth, he bit me. He bit me mighty hard, and it hurt, and I bled. But if anyone looks at or hears me talk about cooking in the kitchen, you would know that my fingers are used to being burned, cut, scraped, and otherwise destroyed. So I'll get over it. But that sucked. Anyway, we went around the house. We double checked things. For the most part, I thought we were dog ready before he showed up. The only other things we really found that were a problem is mouse traps, because we had put peanut butter on mouse traps and set them around. So we had to make sure that the mouse traps were no longer sitting out, and instead they're in like cabinets and things that he can't get into on his own. Hopefully, because we still need to take care of the mouse problem. Since we got rid of the cats, I feel like the mice are going to be worse this year. We had mice when we did have cats. It's probably that toxoplasty parasite though, because I feel like they should smell the cats and get the fuck out of here, but they aren't. They don't do that. We had cats? Yeah, we had Honey's cats. Honey had 2 cats. And then the cat stopped getting along and she had to send one of the cats back. And then we just had Sally here. But then when Honey moved, we don't have the cat anymore. She took the cat with her, which I am fine with. I would prefer a dog. Though he, in his previous home, did live with 2 cats. So I think he'd be all right with that. However, I was told that he has a proclivity to try and hunt small animals in the yard. So he may get a hold of a squirrel or rabbit, moles, things like that. If that's the case, we may have to take care of that. Apparently, he hasn't been to a vet in 2 years, so we're gonna have to take care of that. Jazz says Cinnamon does. She has like some cinnamon extract or something that she likes to spray around to help get rid of mice. But, whatever. So I'm happy. He slept on my bed last night, so I got to have like a bed sleeping puppy. For some reason, he does not like being hugged. I feel like he doesn't, because he starts growling, and I'm pretty sure it's a please stop doing that growl and not like some sort of affectionate growl or something. But if he's laying down and I wrap my arms around him, he'll start to growl a little bit. So I don't think that's what he wants. But I can like lay on him, I could like rest my head on him. It's something about wrapping around him that he doesn't like. When he did sleep on the bed, he slept at the end of it. I tried to like get him to sleep next to me so that I can kind of like big spoon him. But he's also a husky and he likes to be cold. So I'm sure a part of that is he just doesn't want my body heat around him, and he kind of wants to be probably by himself. My cat and dog didn't like being hugged at first, but they learned to like it. Aw. Well, maybe. I get the feeling he doesn't, but it's something I can keep doing. I'm very happy that he likes the harness so far. I haven't seen him like agitated by it or trying to pull it off or anything like that. So if he's cool with the harness staying on all the time, I'm just gonna take the collar off. And then attach dog tags to it that has his name and everything. And he's just sitting over there. I need, you know what? Let me set up my stream deck to have a puppy cam trigger. I got a button on here that I could set this up, and then that way I can manually activate it. And manually deactivate it. So what I could do is I could press it, and it will manually activate. Here's the plan, at least. I press this button. It manually activates dog cam, and then it temporarily disables the redeem for it, so people can't fuck with it while I'm fucking with it. And then, whenever I turn it off, it undoes that. Turns the dog cam off, and then also returns the redeem. Let's set that up real fast. That sounds good. So on StreamRobot, I would need an action. And this is going to be called Manual Dog Cam. And what this action will do is in OBS Studio, it's going to set source visibility state to dog cam, and it will toggle, and then also add Twitch. Hey Lord Greenwolf. Channel points redeem. Redemptions. Rewards. Set group? No. Set reward enable state. Or I guess I could set it to pause. Set pause state. Toggle to charming cam. Okay. Now I need to set up a webhook for... Oh, actually, can I just set up an action straight from here? I might be able to make this easier for myself. I got this set up. Hold on. StreamerBot. There we go. Action. We're gonna call this dog cam. the action's name is manual dog cam. No argument. Okay. Does that do it? Dog cam. There we go. And then over here, dog cam should now be paused. This reward is temporarily unavailable. Check back again soon. Ta-da! Look at that. Now I can set it up how I want. Maybe I should set my alerts. On this screen, on the just chatting screen, I think the alerts themselves could be bigger. I think we could do this. Oh, not that. Not the whole rest of the screen. There we go. And then my stream avatars. Have you all going from there to there. There we go. How does that look? Does that look good? He's all sleepy. He's all sleepy. I made the little UI of the camera stuff on there. Little PNG. Make it look like a CCT footage of the good boy. Dude, I know it's not unexpected, but he has so much fur. I have brushed him every day. It's day 3 now of having him. I keep brushing him, and we keep on getting so much fur out of him. I feel like I could probably save it all and put it in a bag and then end up with a dog hair pillow. Hey Metal, welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Spin yarn if I knew. Ah, speaking of getting things for Christmas, I did put stuff up on the throne. Let me grab this real fast. For the dog. Now, before I guilt you guys into buying anything for the dog, this is to supplement him. I'm not saying that it is chat's responsibility to take care of my dog, but considering that obviously the money that I get from stream is going to go towards taking care of Charming, if you guys want to help directly with taking care of the dog, there are some things on there. He didn't have a bed, so I want to get him a bed. Because while I love the idea of him just like this, sleeping on my bed over here, late at night, Effie could still be streaming, and I think he'll perk up whenever she starts screaming or something. So he may want to have a bed downstairs, have like a nice little quiet place for him so that he could retreat there. So I want the bed for that. If you want to help on crowdfunding the dog food, I got some dog food on there. I also think he hasn't had a bath in a while, so I put some pet shampoo on there. We got some chicken jerky, and then I got myself some stuff for going on winter walks. I got some winter boots, a big heavy jacket, and some gloves. Again, if you just continue to support me and give subs and stuff like that. A pup cup or something on Treat Stream? Dude, I like the idea, but are you saying, like, have someone deliver a little cup of ice cream for the dog, and that's it? That seems like a lot. I feel like Treat Stream's already expensive when you're just getting like human food. Having it as an additional thing on there, maybe. I'm gonna be honest though, I'd be more inclined to just share whatever food I get with him. Granted, it's not like poisonous for him. You know, if I get some chocolate, we're not gonna be giving the good boy some chocolate. Raw onions and the like. That shit ain't going in his tummy. I found out that they're building a Raisin Cane's near our house. So as soon as that's built, that's going on the treat stream. That for sure. For sure. I want Raisin Cane's. Zaxby's is great and all, don't get me wrong. I appreciate their food. They have some good chicken, they have some good dipping sauce. But Raisin Cane's is on another level, man. I've never had a bad experience from them. Always banger food. The sauce is great. Coleslaw is good. They've got the curly cut French fries, which normally when I have curly cut French fries, not curly cut, crimp fries, crinkle cut. They have crinkle cut French fries. Normally makes me think of like school food, like public school food. And it's usually like you get these really floppy, half-baked French fries that are unsatisfying. But they do a good job with them. They actually taste like good fries. And then they give you pieces of garlic toast. So if you've never gotten Raisin Cane's, dang it, bringing up Raisin Cane's is now reminding me I haven't eaten. Haha. You get like, I would get the Caniac combo because I'm a whore. But it comes with chicken tenders, crinkle cut fries. What the dog doing? He's kind of sleepy. We did a walk today. Yesterday we did our walk at like 10 o'clock and it was still a bit nippy. It was a little cold out, but that was great for him. It was not so great for me. So today I didn't do the walk until like noon, which was great for me, but it was shit for him. He was panting like crazy after going like a third the distance today. So I think I will just have to get up early, do those 10 o'clock walks with him. But because of that, I'm going to be up earlier. And if this is a normal thing, obviously as we get further into winter, it's not going to matter if we do the walk at noon or not. It's going to be cold enough, it'll be fine. But what I might do right now for this week is to get up and do my early walk, get back here around 11 or something, have breakfast, eat, and then do like a little stream where we talk about stuff. This might be when we do all the just chatting and hanging out and whatnot. Do that for a couple hours, talk about news stories and things like that. And then in stream, take them out again when the sun's going down, get dinner, all of that situated, then come back and do a later stream where we do gaming and stuff. I don't want to set anything in stone. I don't want to like get your expectations set for it. So right now, just focus on the current schedule. We're just going to focus on the current schedule. But as things fall into place, we may decide to do things differently. Which, you know, this would be, if he's feeling like taking a midday nap right now, that's best. Because then I can just have him on the bed, big chillin' over here, while I'm hanging out and talking about stuff. Maybe playing some games. Speaking of which, oh, never had Raisin Cane's or Zaxby's. There's no Zaxby's here. And there was only one Raisin Cane's in the entire state before the new RC was being made by here. Well, you know, I would say I don't mean to gas it up, but as far as like chicken tender focused places, I feel like Cane's has got it. Their like method of brining it, their fry is good, the sauce is good. It just feels like a really well-made, very focused eating experience. It is all about the chicken tenders. Every bit of it is just focused on chicken tenders, and because of that, it is fantastic. They're out like a light. Yeah, he is. He's chilling. I'm really happy that the harness works for him. Abe hated the harness. We put Abe on the harness because whenever we took him for a walk, he would get so excited, he would pull on you really hard. And I know that's that's like normal dog stuff, but he did it so hard he would choke himself and he would start coughing and wheezing after pulling on the leash for a while. And no matter how many times we would like stop and hold him and try to get him to not yank on the leash, he just kept doing it. So we got him the harness so that whenever he pulled on it, it wasn't choking him. But he hated it. He hated having that harness on. He would constantly try to yank backwards on it and pull it off and stuff like that. But for Charming, after I got it fitted to him, put it on him and adjusted the straps and everything, it seems like he's okay with it. He hasn't been fiddling with it. I don't want to make a big deal about it, but I'm gonna just leave it on him and see if it ends up agitating him or not. And if not, well, I'll just take off his collar, let his neck breathe easy, and he'll just be a harness dog. Maybe get a better one too. Something that's got like little padded things at the connector points, because right now this is just, you know, they're just straps on him. I think they're nylon straps. We could probably get something more comfortable than that for him. Oh, the sun is right on my face right now, but I'm too afraid to move from the spot or else I'm gonna wake him up. He's gonna think I'm leaving the room and stuff. My sister drove like 2 hours to try it at one location in the state and she hyped it up. It's good. Like, honestly, it's not life-changing. It's not gonna like completely blow your mind and be like, oh, my entire perception of chicken fingers no longer is the same. But it's really good. And I feel like for the value, at least every time I've gone, I feel like I got my money's worth. For like a fast casual place, that's pretty good. And we'll have it soon. We have one here that's available, but it's a 45-minute drive away. And the Zaxby's is a 10-minute drive away. And as much as I think Cane's is better than Zaxby's, the value difference of a 35-minute extra drive in gas and everything, it's not it. Plus, Zaxby's has a bunch of different sauces. What they lack up in pure quality of one fantastic sauce and the chicken, they make up for in a variety of good sauces. So it's nice to be able to dunk into a bunch of different things, you know. It took a while for my dog Trinket to get used to her harness. That's because she's funny looking and she kept choking with the leash on her collar. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the videos in the Discord, but whenever he was getting to the end of the lead, since it was underneath of him and dragging along the ground, he would get to the end and it would pull up on his undercarriage, and it was obviously very uncomfortable for him. And he also was like trying to get to the end of the line and then lay down, and laying down makes you like push forward a little bit more. And since he's already at the end of the line, he would like be super tight on the line when trying to lay down. And so like, nah, we got to get the harness on him. Should have done it from the get-go, but I didn't even think about having Abe's harness until I started recording the video and saying, hey, I should get him a harness, and then going, problem solved. We have one. Hey, Moosey Poo, thanks for showing up. My chicken tenders were the best. Took that jalapeno pickle juice idea, different spice blend for breading, seasoned buttermilk for the flour process. Yeah, jalapeno pickle juice marinade for chicken. That shit goes so hard. And I think that it would catch on. I think if I opened up my own chicken tender joint, that'd easily be it. Plus you could sell like breaded, like fried pickles, but have like fried jalapenos on the side. Because that pickle brine's gotta go somewhere, you know? Hey Azathoth! Welcome in. Yeah, it's puppy time. Look at that. Now I have a redeem for this, but on stream we made a little button so that I could just hit this button and activate my puppy cam at my whim. But when I don't have him permanently up there, there's going to be a redeem for you all to have the puppy cam show up for 30 seconds and then go away again. That way you can just check on him, see if he's there. Eventually, we'll get to the point where I have like a bunch of little treats on hand, and then I can have like a redeem twice per stream with like maybe an hour or so separation of time there to give him a little treat. Something like that, you know? It'd be nice. Right now, I don't have any on hand. I don't have like a little thing to give him. The closest thing we got is some potato chips, but I don't want to get him loaded up on potato chips or start to think that potato chips are a normal puppy time food thing, you know? How am I doing today? I'm doing good. We're getting acclimated. We're trying to fit into a schedule. Get into a dog schedule. Because I need to wake up, grab a brush and put a little makeup, and then take him for a WALK, and then come back from that, make sure... What's the gameplay after chatting? We're just chatting today. We're just gonna be talking. I don't have something planned, so I thought we would just sit here and hang out. Allegedly, Effie is supposed to be smoking some ribs. If she's gonna be doing that, then I don't have to worry about dinner. We might have to, or have to. We could probably do some gaming or something. I can load up some Mega Bonk and we can see if we'll get a high score. I haven't loaded it up in like a week, so we could do that. I don't want to do more gunfire right now. I have been doing it in my off time just because there's so many things I want to test. The thing I want to test next is the money run. I put this in the Discord, so if you guys are gunfire addicted as well, you can put some stuff down there. On Saturday, I'm gonna play. I'm also gonna do multiplayer with Carroter. He's got the DLC, but he doesn't want to play solo, so I'm gonna be playing with him. If we get some other people in there, we could try to do like a big run, but the more people, the longer it takes, and he said that he's only gonna have like a couple hours to play, so I don't know if I want to pack the whole lobby full. But that said, I want to test the money run. What's the other one I said? Let me pull up the Discord real fast. Oh yeah, the never stop shooting run with the bunny. The bunny has like a lot of ammo generation stuff, and the rate of fire die says that you add extra projectiles whenever you hold it down for a long time. So I'm wondering if I put down 2 of those and I massively increase the rate of fire, and then I also get the extended magazine one for ammo generation, as well as her own built-in ammo generation stuff. Can we make a gun that's super strong because we could just hold the button down and never stop shooting? And if so, which gun would be the best one for that? My immediate thought is always to do like the Spore build with a radioactive gauntlet, but those guns already have a ridiculous rate of fire on them. So I feel like the choice here would be to take something that normally is a little lackluster on rate of fire and magazine size, but using the dice and her abilities, making it really go. Explosion? Yeah, like a special ammo thing, yeah. Like, it has to be a gun that you can just hold down the left click on. So I can't do most bows. I can't do most of the launchers. But some of them might work. It just needs to be able to auto-fire. Otherwise, the rate of fire increase thing won't work. I had an interview today. It went well. I hope you get the job. I hope you do too. We live in a very... It's not a good work environment. There's a lot of layoffs going on right now. And people are struggling. And that struggle affects everyone. I mean, look at the government shutdown. We have so many people with government jobs that are out of work right now. And the ones that are working aren't even getting paid. Well, I don't know if it's the capitalism alone that's the problem here. I feel like there's a lot of other extenuating stimuli in the world that is causing this problem. Yeah, broadly gesture at all the things. All of the people in power. Because I get the feeling if we changed our economic system overnight, there's nothing about being in a socialist system that Donald Trump couldn't fuck over himself pretty extremely. So, not to say that having more security and regulations on things wouldn't be helpful. It's pretty clear that a lot of these people with extensive amounts of wealth feel no societal pressure to do the right thing on their own. So if that mandate's not going to come from the people, then it's got to come from somewhere. Yeah, I don't know, man. Right, ooh. Something heavy just got dropped out there. I got the window open to help cool down my room a little bit more. Which means we're getting all of the sounds of nature. Which is cars, trains, big trucks. Like, we're not too far from the highway. Like, I can't see it from our house on the second floor. Like, we're not that close. But you can occasionally hear some loud motorists from pretty far away. But it's nice. The only problem is that if I do these, like, streams earlier in the day, we're probably going to hear a lot of lawn care. I can see that the mic's not picking up. There's like a leaf blower going on out there right now. Maybe when I'm talking you can hear it because of the noise gate, but I can hear it through my headphones. If I look at all the things, I'll descend into a panic attack hell again. We clean the bathroom one tile at a time. Restore the environmental health of the DC metropolitan area by releasing wolves into Congress. Yeah. I feel like we pretty much need to empty the house. I can be hopeful that with midterms next year, which again, that means we have to put up with a whole nother year of majority Republican control. But if by next year there is a big enough swing in the midterms, we may have a big enough Democrat and independent majority in order to start pushing for articles of impeachment and trying to do anything to curtail the overextension of Trump's power. That's about it. I don't know what we can do before then, unless there is some sort of big fracturing of the GOP. It always feels like they're on the cusp of it because Trump will do something absolutely asinine and stupid. And for a couple hours, it'll feel like the talking heads are positioning themselves to turn on him like the fucking hyenas at the end of The Lion King. But then he'll spout some bullshit and the press memos and everything will go out and then everybody falls back into line. Marjorie Taylor Greene's been speaking out a lot against Trump recently, which feels weird considering how strong of a supporter she was. the little spats that he and Elon got into kind of caused some fracturing, but that seems to have been paved over. But all those little things make me hopeful that the GOP does have some sort of reconciliation where they realize that MAGA is, and always has been, an existential threat to the Republic. I can only hope. Oh, big stretch, huh? Oh. Yeah, we got a big stretch. Screams and Transfear. Yeah, I feel like, and I could be wrong about this, and I hope I'm wrong about this, not to give you more things to be fearful of, but my thought is that the recent trans ban from the military is going to be used as an excuse to stop trans people from holding other positions of relative authority. Because if you think about it in medical terms, if it's only about the fact that a trans person, in order to be in tip-top combat shape, need to have a regular regimen of hormones and maybe other medications in order to, yeah, like I said, be in tip-top shape, then yeah, not having trans people in an active combat position seems somewhat reasonable. I see the argument and I understand the argument. The problem is that they're completely banned from military, and active combat roles do not even make up, I think, a third of all positions. I think it's closer to a quarter. Someone in the military might be able to better talk about this, but I believe for every one person boots on the ground, there are at least 3 support roles backing them up. And if you're saying trans people can't be in the military at all because they cannot be expected to dutifully hold even support positions, then I feel like that is going to set precedents for trans people to be denied roles in other things, like, let's say, an airline pilot. If you point to the military and say, hey, they're not letting any trans person hold a position at all because they are not mentally capable of doing that, then that might set precedents to say, well, if you're trans, you can't be a licensed pilot. If you're trans, you cannot operate heavy machinery. If you're trans, you cannot be a first responder or a police officer or anything like this. You see what I'm saying? If you make the argument that trans people do not have the mental well-being to even have a support role in the military, regardless of the medication required, then I think that could then be extended to other positions in society where you would have to question someone's cognitive capabilities. Knowing this administration, their ability to rationalize stuff is unquestioned. He could say anything and there'll be 20 talking heads that all find a way to retroactively justify it. So I'm sure they could come to that reasoning all on their own without him saying anything. But I feel like his administration would absolutely make some sort of rules about that. And if we don't push back about the military ban, then I think it could snowball into other problems. They're doing the fascism. They unite under the banner of putting someone else underfoot. They failed to consider that hate is not effective for a long-term survival of a regime. I don't think they failed to consider that. I don't want to say that they're incredibly smart and capable, but I don't think their end goal is to have a long-term regime. They may espouse that. They may espouse that this is for the best of the country, etc., but I think this is all about personal enrichment in the short term. I think they're doing all of this for themselves and they are going to get loaded up on money. For Trump, he knows that he's going to die soon. He's over 80. He knows that he's unhealthy and he's reaching the end of his lifetime. So this is about enriching his family and building a legacy. That's everything he's doing, is about building his legacy right now. So it doesn't matter if America actually falls. He gets to be like the last president of the United States in the history books. He gets to give his family exorbitant wealth that they can then use to escape America and go live comfortably somewhere else. You know, whatever their end goal is, I don't think it's a failure on their part to calculate that these policies and decisions are bad for America in the long term. I think that doesn't even factor into the equation. Just being medicated in general is enough to shoo away someone from the military. I was told that if I was to enlist, I'd have to not take any ADHD meds for over a year. Yeah. I mean, again, this is why I'm saying, like, in an active combat role, it makes sense to have people limited in the amount of resources required to be battle ready. That, I 100%, I get that. Totally get that. And then the closer you get to an active combat situation, the more restrictions you need in that way. But the further you get from it, the less restrictions you need. If you are deployed as somebody that does, let's say you're at an air base in Afghanistan. If you're on American territory in Afghanistan on an air base, and you are not being rapidly deployed because you're like an air traffic controller on the base, I don't see why a trans person couldn't work that. I don't see why somebody with ADHD meds couldn't work that. Obviously, if you get sieged and assaulted and there's some sort of like massive attack, then yeah, that could be bad if you go a long period of time without getting your medication and stuff. But I feel like even a healthy person that has to survive that situation is going to be under a lot of duress and stress. So, whatever. You could make an argument there, but then as you move back and you get into officers, you get people that are working in the military that are just strategy, military engineers. There's a lot of other roles to be filled that people with medication could fill. And to blanket kick them out of the military, to me, seems like a bad idea. It's all about the bottom dollar. I'm banned from the military because my eyes and lungs suck. Well, being an interdimensional shapeshifter, I'm sure they would want me in the military. I'm sure they could figure out a thing or two, but I refuse. I will be a conscientious objector. Not that they would want me anyway. I mean, they would want to use me, but they don't want me for me. Let's be honest about it. Yeah. I moved the chair a little bit. That's how I feel about that. And I don't think it's unreasonable. But, I don't think I've publicly said this on Twitch. I mentioned it in the Discord, but I started posting on Twitter again. I looked at my analytics over the past year. Basically, I deleted my presence off of Twitter. I used redact.dev to go through my whole Twitter and delete everything off of it. It demanded that I use the premium version of it in order to get rid of all of it, but I basically got rid of close to 3 years of posts off my Twitter. And then I left one pinned comment that said, hey, go follow me on Blue Sky. I'm going to be posting there. So for the past year, I've been posting exclusively to Blue Sky. I do highly recommend people go there instead of being on Twitter. Mentally, it is way better. You are not constantly assaulted by pieces of shit or an algorithm that wants you to be rage engaged. It seems to not be that way. I know there's some amount of algorithmic fuckery going on there because there is a like discovery page where you're supposed to find new people and stuff, so there has to be some sort of algorithm there. But whatever it is, I don't constantly get rage baited into things over on Blue Sky. But after looking at my analytics and stuff and the number of people that I was getting from external links over the past year compared to the years before it, were incredibly low. The Blue Sky engagement is way lower. Twitter engagement, even though I was constantly dealing with shadow bans and having to put up with moderation and tiptoeing around having hyperlinks in certain places and videos in others and all of that stuff. Outside of having those problems, Twitter was better. I also met new VTubers a lot more over on Twitter, whereas with Blue Sky, I met a lot of people when I first got there, but then it kind of just fell off after that. It's like I'm not meeting new people, and I'm not sure how much of that is people aren't as active on Blue Sky, because a lot of the people that are doing both like I am now are way more active on Twitter and way less active on Blue Sky. And that's obviously going to lead to more engagement. But the reason I bring this up is just being on Twitter, I immediately get rage baited into things. There's so much anti-trans stuff on there right now. And I'm not entirely sure if it's just the literal, like, absolute amount of anti-trans stuff, or if the algorithm knows that I will engage with it by clicking on it and then seeing horrible people and blocking each and every one of them. I don't like responding to most of it because I realize that most of the people there are either one, bots, and there's no reason to engage with a bot. That's horrible for your mental. You exhaust your rationality on something that is programmed to be irrational, to not reasonably respond to anything you say. But outside of bots, the people there are just mean and spiteful. You could produce the best argument for something ever, and they'll just shit on you and tell you to go kill yourself. Cool. Great. That's so fun. So instead, I usually just see positive trans stuff. I will click on it. I will give little likes and hearts to people that are being nice, which is then immediately followed by a bunch of people saying some of the most vile, hateful things you've ever seen, and I just block all of them. I'll go down the list and block, and then move on. Because of this, I have probably blocked close to 1,000 accounts in just a couple weeks, and it's never going to stop all of it. Clearly, I'm not going to get to the point where it's like, the blocking is done. We've done our work, and now we can kick our feet back and enjoy Twitter without seeing any of the misogynistic, transphobic content. That's not the point. The point is I will at least not see the same piece of shit twice. At least I don't have to look at it. Now, I try to be reasonable. That just because somebody is anti-trans doesn't mean that they are transphobic or a bigot. I think there are some people that earnestly have just been misinformed, but those aren't the people that are getting a lot of engagement. We're gonna be honest about that. The people that post transphobic memes, obviously rage baiting stuff, and the most hateful stuff, that floats to the top. And that's easy to block. But if there's anybody that's just like, well, I just don't understand why they want to be in girls' sports, I'm not gonna block them, but I'm also not, I've learned that engaging is pretty pointless. I might. There are some people that I will get a vibe of good faith from, and because of that, I'll give an engage. But I don't get that from most people. I seldom come across transphobic stuff, but I also don't get baited to engage. I try to keep my account as clean as possible and reply to things as little as possible. Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do. The moment you start clicking on stuff, it knows what your buttons are. And a good way to press my buttons is to see somebody quote tweeting transphobic stuff where they're like, kill yourself, troon, blah, 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 blah. And then I just use that as like a big net to block a bunch of people. I shouldn't, but I do. Outside of that though, Twitter is still nice to see a lot of art on. Anyone who hasn't moved over to Blue Sky, it is nice to see their art again. Obviously, there's a lot of VTubers that are way more active on Twitter than they are Blue Sky, and it really sucks to have to stay in the know by going to a place that is so full of shit people. But what are you gonna do? Can't do much about it. It's starting to get a little chilly again. The sun's almost down. I can see it poking through the trees. I'll try to, on my next walk, I'll see if I can bring my phone with me and maybe record walking around with him a little bit. But I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like I could easily dox my location. I'm not even sure if what I've put in the Discord is enough. Yeah, sure, give it to Rainbolt. He would be able to geolocate me in a matter of seconds, I'm sure. Yes. I've already fucked myself over that way. But outside of that, if I record myself going on walks, then we can have fun little charming videos that are cute. But I'm worried about doxing myself. If I ever show like a road sign, even like mailbox numbers and things, that could be the end of me. I do have a lot of Silksong stuff on there. I do also, I engage with the Silksong stuff, so the algorithm knows. Reaping Ghost did buy all the plushies off my throne. I did get an email that they are being shipped from China. I had a shipping number, but they were still in China when I checked yesterday, so I'm sure we're still like a week or two off from that getting there. We want to feature you on Instagram. Throne. We love seeing how creators unwrap their throne gifts, and we're always looking for awesome content to feature on Instagram. I am not on Instagram. I have not linked an Instagram to you, Throne, so I don't give a shit. You did sort of, with my Plex having ads that give away general area. Oh. Lame. Can I see the shipped details? External order. Can I? Yes, track item. Let's see. Let's see where it's at. It's on departure from the original airport. Oh no, I just thought of something. I think I put those on my throne before the latest round of tariffs hit. I wonder if they're going to like charge throne extra for the tariff? If that's coming from China? I bet that is. That's not good. We'll see. I may have to chip in myself or something just to get them through customs. That's gonna fucking suck. Or, you know, maybe off chance they'll just stop the tariffs. Why did your emote not emote? It did just say Eoti what? Yep. Maybe it's the parenthesis? Eoti what with a parenthesis? Nope. I don't know. That's some Twitch. That's some Twitch shit that's broken. A little broked there. November plans though. Tomorrow we're gonna be starting Noida with the Twitch integration. For those of you that have been longtime fans of the channel, oh, ad break, of course. Fuck. For those of you that have been longtime fans of the channel, you may know that I've played Noida in the past. But since becoming a streamer, I haven't had a winning run of it yet. We've had a couple get pretty deep down in there, but we haven't had a dubby. When I was a pre-streamer, just a person living their lives, I save skimmed the file in order to win a run. But I haven't actually done a one run yet. So we're going to be trying to do that. We're going to do it with the Twitch integration turned on, which allows you all to be little ghosts that join me. And I think you all pick my passives. I am going to play it modded to have the edit wands anywhere in my possession at the start. But otherwise, I've played with other mods and they all seem way too powerful. But we're going to do that. We're going to see if we can get a Noida victory. We'll keep coming back to it. We're going to do more Hades, and depending on how that goes, we might do Hades and Megabunk together. So we'll see about that. And then Friday, we had a big Crab Champions update. Crab Champions, let me bring up the patch notes here, because they did a lot of shit with Crab Champs. On November 1st, they have all new islands. A lot of pictures of the islands. A new weapon, a poison cannon. They completely overhauled the difficulty mode. The static blue boundary walls seen in previous updates have been updated to be a new freeform out-of-bounds system, allowing you to design more open islands and prevents clunky situations that used to happen by bumping into the walls unexpectedly. You could also knock enemies out of bounds and cause them to take big damage. So it sounds pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got some changes there. I'm not even gonna go into the difficulty system. We didn't really fuck with it a whole lot on stream when we played, but we'll be testing that out now. The limited loot system, a feature that prevents mods that you have maxed out numerically from polluting the loot pool. So that's pretty nice. Keeps you from getting dupes that don't help. Weapon mods now have this feature enabled to scale linearly instead of hyperbolically, which is nice. So if you don't understand what that means, imagine the difference between the crit glasses in Risk of Rain 2 versus the teddy bear. Maybe you don't understand that, but the crit glasses in Risk of Rain 2 give you a 10% crit chance for every stack you have. And I think every character starts with a 1% natural chance to crit. So if you get one pair of glasses, you'll have 11% crit. If you get two, you'll have 21%. If you get 10, then you'll have 100% because it caps at 100% naturally. So that is linear progression of an item. Teddy bear says once you get it, you have a 15% chance to block damage. But then when you get the second one, it's not a 30% chance to block damage. It's like a 25% chance. because it's like a 15% on top of the 15. It's like 15% of that 15%. Something along those lines. Let me bring up the chart. Hyperbolic growth risk of rain 2. Item stacking. Hyperbolic stacking. Yeah. For many items, using percentages, mostly for control items or items that reduce a statistic, using linear stacking would eventually lead to a 100% chance of triggering it or 100% reduction. This will lead to wild imbalances from a design standpoint, such as becoming totally invulnerable or always stunning or hitting enemies. The formula for affecting the statistic is the reciprocal function fx equals 1 minus 1 over 1 plus a times x, where a is the effect of an item and x is the number of items. And because of that, hyperbolic stacking means that you won't get the exact growth, but they'll be changed over time. So you never quite hit 100%, even if you have a lot of them, but you can get close. Hello, Fleck. I love watching your videos and VODs, but I haven't caught a stream yet. Unfortunately, it's too late for me to stay today. Well, that's fine. Today was kind of a guerrilla stream anyway, because I was just testing out the puppy cam for the new puppy. So welcome on in. If you join the Discord, follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky. I'll have my schedule there and you can check it out then. If you like the gunfire stuff, we'll be doing more gunfire on stream Saturday, but otherwise we're going to be doing some other roguelike games before then. And it's nice to see you. Thank you. And hey, gorgeous. Thank you for the shapeshift. We'll be a Firefox then. Appreciate that. Yeah, we got the popper. Yeah, look at him. You heard me say the puppy. That's you. That's you. Yeah. Look how cute he is. Look at that adorable fluff. You big fluffer. You big chillin' still? You've been big chillin' for a while. It's almost time for me to go make a snack or something. Oh yes, he stirs from his slumber. Oh, it's time to watch the window. We're window watching now. We'll work out the kinks of the puppy, the dog cam. Yeah, there we go. He's aware of it. He knows. We're just gonna watch the window now. There we go. Very sweet puppy. Ah, thank you. We just got him. We're seeing if he'll keep the vest on. Or the harness on. We're seeing if he's gonna keep the harness on or if it's gonna irritate him. But considering he slept in it, we walked around in it today, I think that's gonna be good. Yeah? Yeah? Oh. Put that doggo. Oh. Oh.
You wish to defile me, don't you?
Thank you for the follow, Flag. Thank you.
Eyes on me, hungry, wanting. They are the eyes of a degenerate, one who would make a sex slave of me.
Yeah. Thank you. If you didn't know, I'm Eotidiss, shapeshifter from another dimension, currently in my Firefox form. And we're talking about the puppy. The stalwart guardian of our fortress. Nothing will avert his gaze from traffic. He loves to sit at the fence and watch traffic. I don't know if it's just because the cars going by is a stimuli. It's something moving, it's something loud. But he does like to just sit there and watch traffic. We got a lot of squirrels, too. I don't know how long the squirrels will stay around. Because now that there's a dog in the area, they might want to fuck off. But they've controlled the yard long enough. It's time for something else to come in here and shake things up. Give it a different look. He's gonna be that. He's gonna do that. So on Halloween, I wore my Bowsette costume again. I have a Koopa shell backpack for it with the Bowser spikes on it and everything. The first night when I went to sleep, he took the backpack downstairs with him like it was a stuffed toy and laid with it by the front door. So I just took the straps off of it and took everything out of it and just let him have it. So he now has a Koopa shell stuffed toy thing. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. He's not vocal. He's only given like a little growl when I've gone to hug him. Yesterday morning when we were getting ready to go on our WALK, I went to put my shoes on, and while I was putting my shoes on, he started going, "Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa." Oh, excuse me. So he does have some amount of voice. But I really expected Husky to be more vocal. A bit. Hey, Link.zip. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome to the dog cam testing stream, where we got Charming. He big chillin' right now. Hey, Costa Cavitas. Welcome on in. Welcome to the dog cam testing stream, where we testing the pupper cam. Once the gunfire patch came out, I checked your channel. Oh, thanks. Hopefully the videos help. The dice rolling, I love this season. I feel like this one can be stronger than the talisman, but at least there's nothing in it that is nearly as OP as some of those talisman. I feel like, let's put it this way. With the Talisman League, you could have something amazing before you even started. Like, just being in the lobby, you could have a pretty good setup. And then the rest of the run was brain dead from there. With the dice, I feel like it's harder to have a one run where you already have the winning strat at the get-go. But I do think the dice have potential to be more powerful than the talisman. So once you get like a full bar of red dice, then I think it could be way more. Still confused on damage dice? Well, the dash one I think is really good. The corrosive spike one, putting that on and having like extra dashes and things, they seem to pop off real easy. The ones on the timer, which I think are all the other ones, I don't know how much it is necessary to get cooldown reduction stuff for them to pop off, but they still feel really strong. I mean, the lightning chaining things down, that's always going to be super useful. Being able to crowd control groups of enemies and bosses and stuff, it's super nice. Charming's living up to their name, yeah. He's a cutie. He knows it too. He knows he's got a good charisma score. He can carry. He can carry with his charisma. Nah. He's so good. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, if you guys have things you want me to test for a stream on Saturday with Gunfire, go to the Discord, go to the Gunfire section and put down build ideas. If there's a particular die or character setup that you want me to test, do that, because, or weapon. Misha put down the Thunderstorm. I'm gonna try to see if we can make a big thing with that pop off. It is an explosive, so we could try to do an explosive thing with it, but what I think I want to do with it is try to find a way to burst fire that. I think of all of the guns, that one might be one of the better burst fires. Set that up to shoot off like 10 things. Ammo might be a problem, but seeing those all pop off could go crazy. We'll see. We'll figure out something to do with it. Thunderstorm is the BFG in pistol form. Yeah, it's cool. It's certainly neat. I do like it. I am excited about the things we're gonna do. I don't know how many more times I'm gonna play Hades. I'm gonna try doing some of the difficulty settings and more of the challenge runs this week. But after that, I don't know how much more I've got to get out of it. We've now unlocked the weapons. We haven't unlocked all the alternate forms of them, but we have unlocked all of the weapons. And playing, I do like the cloak a lot. I do like fisting. I love giving them a good fisting. I know that you're supposed to beat you're supposed to beat each side with each weapon. I don't think I want to do that, so I don't care to, but I do want to try some of the extra challenge difficulty settings that they have on it and just see how a challenge run goes. It feels like we haven't regressed on either side. Each time I fought up to Kronos, we got a little bit farther. Then we got to Kronos. Then we got to second phase Kronos, and then we beat Kronos. Then on the other side, I kept on getting stopped by Eris. I kept getting stopped by Ares. And then we got past her, and ever since then, I haven't been stopped by her. We got to Prometheus and beat him, and ever since, I've not been stopped on Prometheus. Then we got stopped at the boss in the final area. The mini boss. We got stopped by the mini boss in the final area. Then we destroyed him and then beat the whole game. Now, I haven't tried it again since then, but my intuition tells me that now that we've got all of these bosses sight read and memorized, we'll probably not have an issue with them again. It's a roguelike game, so you can still end up having like a shit run, or things just never quite pop off, or you take something, testing it out, and realize that it's for realsies garbage. Barring any of that, I think we're now capable enough that we can just win runs. So doing the extra challenge stuff could be fun, see what that brings to the table. There might be more NPC interactions and things for us to find, which would be nice. But ultimately, I think we're kind of at the end of Hades 2 for the most part. Hades 2 have two various final bosses. There's two paths. There's the underground and the overworld. The underground, you go from the lands between back down into the domain of Hades that Kronos has taken over. On the other side, you go from the lands between back to the surface, where you have to fight your way to Mount Olympus and help the gods with Kronos's armies attacking and other titans and stuff. So yeah, there's two paths to go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. I'm old. Sorry. God, I know it's a rage bait, but there was a post on Twitter that was like, find you an older woman born between like 2004 and 1999. Like, what the fuck, dude? Come on. Hey, thank you for the follow, CK Dota. Welcome on in. Welcome to the Pupper Cam stream. Oh my god, I'm like, that's older woman born in 99? You mean a 26-year-old? That's an older woman. Whatever. Whatever, man. What are you, 19? Probably. More than likely, it's just rage bait. We're just getting baited. That's some great bait, rated 8 out of 8. Dude, we're getting close to actually getting the 2,000 followers now. It said 2K down there for a while, but we've been sitting at like 1900 something for a bit, and it's just rounded up, which I don't appreciate. I don't appreciate that, Twitch, because then it makes it hard for me to like actually celebrate the milestone. Yeah, but by rounding up. It's reverse rage bait. They defend themselves like, no, I'm no pedo. Right. Dude, we've wanted to do this joke for a while of like an elementary school kid trying to hit on an adult, like grooming them. And one of the lines is, hey, you're kind of immature for your age. You just can't find a context to really sell the joke. It's got to be like a little skit or something, but I feel like that'd go really hard. It'd be very funny. But we'll save it. You'll all forget about it until we do it. You know, Jazz has been doing these shorts where she does skits and just reads stuff out, and she's been saying that goes well. I've been a strict Twitch clips Andy when it comes to my shorts. And I know a lot of people like them. I know people enjoy the good gameplay and funny clip moments. But I might want to do that. I might want to do little skits and stuff. I'm very self-conscious about it because I'm like, I don't think people watch me because I'm funny. I feel like people like me for my takes. They're not hot takes. They're not even like cold takes or lukewarm takes. I just want to give insight into things. Which, you know, correct me if I'm wrong on that. Also big boobs. People they do like the tatas. We should probably go back to doing that. As much as I know I'm getting a lot of wonderful people that are here for my guides and stuff, and that is great, I feel like a lot of normal Twitch stream stuff, I could go back to having like temporary boob inflation stuff and have fun with that again. Because it is a fun part of my personality and stream. It is a part of being a shapeshifter, is changing your body. You know, we got something as simple as the hair toggle. Dude, I got the chibi mode. But we don't do that a lot. Putting the titties in the Eotidiss, yeah. Yeah, welcome to the Twitch side of things. Like, we got a lot of things going. I got the monster hands, you know? Like, if my hands could be red. We got the big old monster hands. A lot of stuff. Well, it does... Oh. Damn it. I messed up the timer on the chibi, and now it's all over the place. Look at my monster hands on the chibi. That's all fucked up. Alright, I gotta hit it. And then hit it again. There we go. And now the timer will fix that. It's wonky. Look what happens when I turn my head sideways. Because of the scaling, it doesn't quite look right. Well, I did the separate thing for the boob, belly, butt, and thighs. The boob and belly works fine. The butt and thighs just have they never look right. Because I made the thigh jiggle. Look, there's like a little bit of thigh jiggle in here. I can crank up the, hold on. Thicken me a little at least. Nope. You can see there's like a little bit of jiggle in the thighs. Making that work, super fucking painful and hard. But the problem with it then immediately became that the butt jiggle and the thigh jiggle was not in tune together. So anytime the thigh jiggled and the butt jiggled, they would like clip into each other. and it was causing problems. I didn't think it looked right. I didn't think it looked right at all. So I was very self-conscious about it, and I didn't want to highlight it as much as I wanted to. Is it only your head and hands that's tracked and the rest is manipulated by the software? Basically, yeah. Because the head is tracked, when I tilt my head, it automatically adjusts that, and where I am on camera will move my position. But yeah, the feet, if I go full body, I just sort of lean. I could set it up so that there's locomotion so that my feet move around side to side, but I feel like when I do that, it ends up like, I don't know, it doesn't look that great to my taste, my opinion. I don't like it that much. Always been fascinated by the tech behind VTubing, but I don't know how it works for professional VTubers versus amateurs. Well, almost all of VTubing is built on the back of like open source software and things. The face cap, there's several face cap programs that you could use. VTube Studio is the most like accessible one, but to get a lot of the features, they paywall it. There's a couple other ones out there if you look for them. But as for the actual rendering software, that'll depend on if you're 2D or 3D. And as for 3D stuff, everything goes through VC Face for the most part. VC Face just kind of became as the dominant version, and then things were built off of VC Face. So I use VNyan, which uses basically the foundation of VC Face, and then there's Warudo, which also does. I'm considering getting Warudo because as much as I greatly love and appreciate everything Suvi has done for VTubing, I couldn't have made my model, let alone done half the shit I have with it without her. And I feel like it's almost a betrayal to use another piece of software. I've been seeing a lot of things that Captain Dandyfloss has done in Warudo, and I am so jealous because it looks like it's way easier to set up in that. So I want to get that. What about the hardware for the head, hand, and body tracking? Hand tracking is gonna be harder. If you want to do body tracking stuff, you're going to be getting into VR chat style stuff. You can get like slime trackers and things like that. I haven't had full body tracking, so I don't know the specifics of it myself. So you would have to find another resource for that. But there are lots of body tracking things. As for hand tracking, everyone I know that hand tracks uses leap motion. The problem is that leap motion doesn't exist anymore. I'm pretty sure leap motion went bankrupt and they closed down. Or they were bought out or something like that. Yes, they Ultra Leap Control. The last update for Leap Motion was in 2024. And I think after that, they went from being a company that sells consumer products for things like this to only being like a developer for like medical and other products and stuff. So I would not expect to be able to use their tools. It's possible you can find it, but I think it's gonna be way harder to get your hands on working leap motion stuff. Hopefully I'm wrong about that. I haven't been in the market for it because my thing works fine. The software works fine. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to mess it up. But I remember that being a big deal last year, is that Leap Motion was no longer selling their Ultra Leap, whatever this is called. I know I have an earlier model of it, and they did make a newer one since then. but it was way more expensive, and it's not necessary. But I've got that resting right in front of my keyboard. It's basically just an infrared camera that points upwards, and it looks for your hands, and it checks your hands. I could wear it. There's a setting for it to be worn on your chest so that it projects forwards and can see where your hands are in front of you. There's also on your screen, like basically my camera is up here in front of me looking at me. I could have the leap motion up there, and then it could track my hands that way. Oh, big stretch. What a stretch. But no matter which direction you look at it from, you're going to have blind spots. So right here, it can see where my hands are. I could clench my fists. I could be like 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger. That's fine. But the moment my hands tilt upwards, it can no longer reasonably see it. So if you want to give like a thumbs up, it can't tell my thumb is up. I have to put them sideways, and then it can see that there's a thumb pointing out, you know. But once it's up, it doesn't know where the thumb is because it can't see it anymore. So that's the restriction there. But considering I cup my boobs, I lift things up, I make these motions, I feel like this is the better orientation for it. Whereas other orientations might be better for other people. Are you getting down? Are you on the move? Oh! You okay? You alright, buddy? Come here. Come here, you alright? You hit the stairs on your way down. You could use the stairs. You know, that's a possibility. There we go. There you go. Look at that. There you go. Okay. I think we might have to wrap this one up, folks. I get the feeling it's time for us to go outside again. This little gorilla stream. I fed him at just before going live, so it's been 2 hours, so he probably needs to go out for a bit so that we don't have an accident. But I think this has been pretty successful. To answer your question, no, I don't have gloves on. It's just my hands. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the goo. Can I catch it? Can we catch a little goo in our hands? A little hand goo here. Hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh. It slid off. Itsuka, thanks for coming in. Do we put something on the wall of memories? Hey, hold on. Hold on. Come here. Charming. Charming, 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 come here. Come here. Yeah. Can I... No, no, keep your head up. No, I was trying to. Why isn't my clipper? Oh, of course, then it does it right as he looks away. Hold on, we can go into the YouTube side of things. Hold on. There we go. Okay, please. Thank you, Clipper. There we go. All right, we're gonna head over to the wall of memories. And then I'm gonna take him out so that we don't have an accident in here. Cat. Ew. Gross. Gross. Ew. Itsuka, how dare you? I'm a fox. Dumbass. So I know this was a short stream. This was just testing things out. I didn't intend to have like a full stream today. I just wanted to make sure he was going to be okay with me sitting next to him and talking. And considering for the majority of the stream he was passed out, I think, okay, I'll oh no, I opened up Vinian again. I can't have 2 instances of it running. The webhooks will get all messed up. Close. Close, damn you. Wall of memories. Alright, let's head on over to the Wall of Memories. So for any of you that are new here, or you haven't made it to the end of a stream, at the end of every stream, we put a little trinket up on the Wall of Memories so we have something to remember that stream by. And today, here, let me get rid of the dog cam. We're gonna have our little dog cam thing go up here somewhere. Yeah, get rid of that instance of Vinian, thank you very much. We're gonna call this dog cam test stream. And I'm gonna put that... Oh, yeah, that's a great spot. It's gonna go right here. Dog cam test stream. That'll be today's memory right there. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll actually do a Just Chatting news segment tomorrow where I go over everything that happened in the past couple weeks, give my thoughts and feelings on it. Then we're gonna start playing Noida. Thursday, Hades 2, maybe some Mega Bonk on top of that, depending on how things go. Friday, Crab Champions, which I didn't mention this before, will be joined by Old Ass Gaming, Crab Daddy, so that we can get some more crabbing done. And then Saturday, we'll be playing Gunfire Reborn, testing more dice stuff out, and seeing if we can break some more things while playing with character. So that'll be fun. All right, I'm gonna export this. And then this Sunday, we'll have a Discord hangout. I'll be playing some more, we'll be watching more Adventure Time. As for the game we'll play, I don't have Arc Raiders. It is a $40 purchase, so I don't know if I'll be purchasing $40 worth of Vigima game. But, sorry, it didn't come back automatically. Let me grab that for you. There we go. There's our dog cam right there. We got Dao. So we'll watch Adventure Time. We'll see about other shows and things to watch. Going into November, I don't have a lot of things on the calendar other than around Thanksgiving. We're going to be having a little party here, inviting some of our streamer friends over. I don't know if I'll do like a kitchen stream like we did last time, but I might do a cooking stream then. I've been wanting to do another one since then. But keep that in mind. And for all of you out there that stopped by today, thank you so much. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for your continued support. Again, check the throne if you want to help out with taking care of Charming, getting him extra food and treats and stuff. And for those of you that didn't hear the disclaimer the first time around, I'm not saying that it's Chet's responsibility to take care of him. I'm just saying that, you know, anything that you pitch in on the throne for him obviously goes straight to him. So, please consider helping there. Otherwise, your support with subs and direct donations will be just fine. What we're going to do is go over here to Jazz. It looks like she is playing what may be a roguelike multiplayer game. If this is true, I want to check out what she's doing and hear from her, and then maybe it's something we can put on the docket. But until I see you guys next time, remember as always to take care of yourselves and take care of those around you. Bye-bye. Bye everyone. Later. Bye-bye. And look, it is the community bicycle Patchwitch! Hey everyone say hello, welcome in, community bicycle everyone, Patchwitch! Beats.